Time now to get up to speed on the markets with Dr. Kim Anderson. Kim, why were corn, cotton, and soybean prices higher this week?
Well, you know, of the major commodities, 3 out of 4 is not too bad with higher corn prices. It's the USDA's planning intentions report. You look at corn on the Chicago Board of Trade, that December contract was at $3.34. It increased 25% or 7.5%. The expectations for those planted acres was 95.2 million acres. It came in at 92 million, so 3 million acres less than expected, almost 5 million acres less than last month. So you got that nice increase in corn prices. Soybeans, you got a 34% increase in price. Now that sounds better than corn, but it was really only 4% increase. The expectations for soybean planted acres was 84.7. USDA came in at 84.8, so essentially right there at it. But in March, it was at 83.5 million acres. So you had higher soybean acres, but still a little increase in price. I think that's good. Cotton, we got a 3-cent increase. That's about a 5% increase. I don't have the expectations, but last year we planted 13.7 million acres in the U.S. This year it's 12.2, so lower planted acres. Wheat price is just wallering around. We got a little increase a couple days, but it just moved around. The wheat acres, as you'd expect, came in close to expectations. 44.7 expected, 44.3 is what the estimate was. This is 2% less than last year. Hard red winter wheat, Oklahoma, 4.3 million acres. That's at expectations. You look at hard red spring, and given the protein problem with our hard red, we need that protein in spring. It came in at 11.5 million acres, 11.9 million acres in March, so lower than that, and 12.4 last year.
What's the latest for harvest of hard red winter wheat?
Well, it's moving on up through northern Kansas right now. What I've heard about it is it's kind of Jekyll and Hyde on this harvest. You've got some spots that's got some relatively good milling quality wheat. I think the millers, you're going to see a good strong basis in those areas. And then you've got other areas that you probably got a 50-50 chance of getting milling quality wheat out of the deal. So in our protein this year, we had averaged 11.4 last year for the entire harvest. For hard red winter wheat, it's coming around 11.2, I think. You know, the flour mills are really looking for 12.4, but our test weights were really good in some areas. And I think those areas that's got that test weights, that's got that yield, what we'll see our millers do is bring in that, I mentioned the hard red spring, they'll be bringing that in with the higher protein, blending it with that good test weight hard red winter, and milling the flour.
Any news to report from the rest of the world?
Oh, not much going on right now. I think it's kind of settled down on Russia's wheat production. The Black Sea production is going to be higher this next year. I think we're going to see their exports rather than bunched up in the fall and winter time period. I think they're going to be spread out through the year. You look at I think the news may be in the corn crops in Ukraine. You've got Ukraine increasing their corn production and trying to get in this export market. I think a thing to watch is, will Russia, with their high protein wheat, try to get into the Mexican market and maybe even bring some into U.S. to blend with this lower protein U.S. hard red winter wheat. So there's several things to watch. Not much news, but quite a bit of speculation.
Okay, Kim, good to see you. We'll see you again next week. Thank you.